hallelujah, 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 amen. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Hine, hine, ma tov, u'manayim shevet achim, gam yachad. Hine, hine, ma tov, u'manayim shevet achim, gam yachad. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Hallelujah, 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 amen. Hine, hine, ma tov, u'manayim shevet achim, gam yachad. Hine, hine, ma tov, u'manayim shevet achim, gam yachad. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Shabbat Shigaon. It's so great to be with you. Let me know you're here. Talk to me. Say something in the old comments skis. Is that a real thing? I don't know if that's a real thing, but I'll be monitoring. Let's welcome Shabbat. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Hine Matov. So good for us to be together. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Alechem, hey, Venu Shalom. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Alechem, hey, Venu Shalom. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Oh baby, hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Alechem, hey, Venu Shalom. Hey, Venu Shalom Alechem. Alechem, hey, Venu. Alechem, hey, Venu. Alechem, hey, Venu Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's so good to be together. And you know what I realized? I went outside today. It's a good thing to go outside, I went outside and it was hot. It was super, super, super hot. So I thought to myself, it is hot. What do you do when it is hot? And I realized I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to go swimming. And I realized that not only did I need to go swimming, I had my goggles, but I needed my floaty, to be safe, and I needed to learn a little Hebrew about what it means to be in the pool. Shigaon, Shigaon, Shiga, Shiga, Shigaon, Shiga, 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 Shigaon. Shigaon, Shigaon, Shiga, Shiga, Shigaon, Shiga, 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 Shigaon. I'll tell you how to say. I'll tell you how to say. I'll tell you how to say hot. Tell you how to say hot. Say cham, say cham. Shigaon, Shigaon, Shiga, Shiga, Shigaon, Shiga, 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 Shigaon. Shigaon, Shigaon, Shiga, Shiga, Shigaon, Shiga, 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 Shigaon. You know when it's hot? I got my stuff, got my goggles, I got my float, and where am I gonna go? Am I gonna go in the bathtub? I could go in the bathtub. Am I gonna go in the car? Probably not. But I'm going to go in the pool. That's where I'm going to go. I'll tell you how to say. Tell me how to say. I'll tell you how to say. Tell me how to say. I'll tell you how to say pool. Tell us how to say pool. Brecha, 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 brecha. Shigaon, Shigaon, Shiga, Shiga, Shigaon, Shiga, 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 Shigaon. Shigaon, Shigaon, Shiga, Shiga, Shigaon, Shiga, 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 Shigaon. Now, what do I have on my head? I got goggles. I got goggles on my head, so I'll tell you how to say goggles. Mishkafim. Mishkafim. And I also have this thing on me so that when I go in the water, I can float and relax. You know, I can chill. I can be chilling. And the way that you say float is litzof, 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 litzof. Shigaon, shigaon, shiga, shiga, shigaon, shiga, 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 shigaon. Shigaon, shigaon, shiga, shiga, shigaon. Shiga, 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 shigaon. I want to tell you a quick story. Super quick. So, once upon a time, and I'm going to need some audience participation here. I'm going to need some audience participation. So I want you to think about something that you have in your pantry. It could be a vegetable. It could be a protein like a chicken or a steak or a beef or something, or a seasoning you have. And I want you to, in the comments, I want you to put that in the comments. Put a vegetable or a protein or a seasoning or a something, because it's all going to be coming in handy because we really need it. So let me tell you a very, very quick story. Once upon a time, there was a girl, and the girl's name was Petunia. And Petunia lived in a small village, and in the small village there was a lack of food. People were really, really hungry. And Petunia thought to herself, how can I help? How can I help these folks who are hungry? What can I do? Is there anything I can do? I'm just a little girl. I'm 8 years old. What can I do? My name's Petunia. So what she did, she went into her house and she opened the door to the pantry. She opened it up and she got out. Her family happened to have this giant, like, cauldron-sized pot. And she slowly dragged it into the middle of the town. She dragged it and dragged it and dragged it and dragged it. Finally, it was in the middle of the town. And she thought to herself, well, I don't really have much. I don't have much, but I know what I can do. I can start a fire. So she gathered all the kindling and she gathered the sticks and she got a match and she lit a fire and she somehow, she hefted the pot, the giant cauldron, onto the fire. She said, I don't have anything to add to this pot, but I have a pot and I have fire. So she looked down, and what did she see? She saw a very small stone. She took the stone. She looked around. She realized that lots and lots of people from the village had gathered to watch 8-year-old Petunia lugging this cauldron, starting a fire with nothing to put into the cauldron. She took the stone. Blink. She dropped it into the cauldron. And all the villagers were looking around. It happened to be that we knew a lot of the villagers, and luckily one of them was Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, she went to her house and she got some rice. She brought some rice and she put it in to the big cauldron. So there's a big cauldron and a small stone and some rice. Well, luckily, the Caymans were there. And they brought some flour. So this is a very carb-centric thing that's happening, and that's okay. So she got some flour. The Caymans got some flour, and they dumped a whole thing of flour into the cauldron with the rice. And then Miss Mallory said, well, what do I have? And Miss Mallory went into her house, and she happened to have some chicken salad. So she brought the chicken salad, and she put it in the cauldron. Luckily, there was some liquid in there, like a little bit of chicken salad liquid, so it started to bubble a little bit. And then the Wolfsons came, and they had cauliflower. So they rough chopped. This is called a rough chop. They rough chopped the cauliflower and put it in the pot. And then Rabbi Gross came along, and he's all about flavor. And he brought some beans and some garam masala. This is going to be very interesting. So there's flavor. And then there was something missing. Oh, the sardines. That's right. Rabbi Gross also brought sardines. He has a lot of interesting things in his pantry. So Petunia went to someone she didn't know very well. And she went to this person, and happened to be an older fella. She said, older fella, can you help me? And he said, well, with what? She said, you're very strong, and you look like you can help me. And I was wondering if you and your wife, you could help me with something that I think is really going to make a difference here. And he said, well, what's that? And she said, will you get water? So the fella said, okay, I'll get water. He went and he filled up giant barrel of water, and he lugged it over to the cauldron with help from his family, and he poured the water in. And all of a sudden, everybody gathered around. They wafted. This is wafting. This is a wafting face. I hope you're all making a wafting face at home. Oh, and luckily, the Cormans were there, and they brought grapes. They put the grapes in. Things started to bubble. They got a ginormous wooden spoon, and they stirred, and they stirred, and they wafted, and they stirred, and they wafted, and stirred, wafted, stirred, wafted, stirred, wafted. And finally, eventually, Petunia said, "Stop!" And everybody stopped. And she got out from her pocket, she got out a little cup, like a little wooden cup. She went over to it, she dipped it in, she blew on it, it was hot. She took a sip. She tasted all of the amazing flavors, the cauliflower, the sardines, the grapes, the chicken salad, the beans, the bread flour. It was a very kind of a dense thing. It was more like a stew, I guess. And the rice is so delicious, and the garam masala is so good, and the beans. And she took a sip, and she felt it as she ate it. She felt her whole body change. She felt happiness rise up within her. Finally, she had something to eat. And she said, "My friends, come and eat." So everyone got a spoon or got a bowl or got a cup or a mug and came and they dipped in. And there was so much in this giant cauldron. So much. And they ate and they ate. And eventually, the fella, the water carrier, he said to Petunia, I said, "Petunia, what is this?" She said, "Well, this is my special recipe. And I call it stone soup." And the fella said, "Stone soup?" She said, "Yeah. I brought the cauldron. I put a stone in it. Miss Barbara brought the rice. Miss Mallory brought the chicken salad. Rabbi Gross brought the sardines and the garam masala and the beans. The Wolfsons brought the cauliflower. The Caymans brought what did they bring? They brought the bread flour. The Cormans brought the grapes. And together, all of our ingredients combined, we made stone soup." And the townspeople looked at each other and they said, together we can make a difference. Individually, all I had were sardines and garam masala and beans. Or all I had was flour. Or all I had was chicken salad. Or all I had was cauliflower. But together, we can make beautiful, beautiful soup. I hope you can hear my children yelling in the background. Together, they help me make beautiful soup, I guess, or something like that. But it is so beautiful, beautiful when we work together. With that in mind, let's continue to welcome Shabbat. We'll light the candles together. We will say the blessing over the wine together. Please join me as I light the candles. Gather in the light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And the Rabbi Gross taught us on Wednesday that this is the week of the Torah portion. It's not so, and it's the priestly blessing. And the priestly blessing is one where we ask God to bless us and to watch over us and to be with us always and to grant us peace. And I think that is really, really super, super, super beautiful and timely and important. And I hope that you all have a peaceful Shabbat, and I hope that we have some peace in our world. And now, as is Shabbat Shigaon tradition, my challah dough is hopefully rising. We have an expert challah maker on the line. Hillary Kamen is here. Thank you for being here with us today. Thank all of you for being with us today. Let's say, oh, there it is. There is our stand-in challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Wishing you all a very peaceful and rejuvenating and restful and just real nice, just a real nice Shabbat. Of course, check out hcrj.org/virtual programs for everything that we're doing virtually. Loved spending some Shabbat with you. Go make some stone soup with some people. See what you can do better together. Shabbat shalom.